guys, welcome back. Dr. H here. Today I'm going to play Nightmarish Spawns. Screw the rules, let's go into the unknown. The known realm. For centuries, the realm has endured chaos at the hands of half-crazed kings, corrupted commanders, and unrepentant sinners. But it was during the last war that unprecedented madness and a darker form of sorcery came to be. By using the blood sacrifice of many, maleficent sorcerers managed to open the gates of hell, and nightmarish spawns swarmed the lands of man. At first, the spawns were content with butchering farm animals and devouring flightless birds. But as the livestock grew scarce, the vile creatures sunk their sharp teeth into human flesh, and soon developed a taste for the unprotected child or the lumpy lad. As rumors of the unearthly invaders crossed the land, great houses assembled powerful armies to vanquish the relentless foes, but failed miserably. In turn, each glorious castle and noble town fell to the invading hordes. Soon, the surviving women and children fled the land, leaving only death and desolation behind. Slowly, the lush green pastures turned into black fields, covered in black rocks and black dirt. Only the poor, the crippled, and the wretched remained behind, conceding they had lost the realm. They took shelter in the shadows of the crooked trees, near the serpentine rivers, in the treacherous valleys, or behind the impassable mountains. That was 200 years ago. Today, few men still inhabit this god-forsaken land, and the nightmarish spawns occupy the dark forests, the deep valleys, and plague every city. The only hope resides in unspoken whispers. It is believed that a hell mouth of gigantic proportions is hidden in this land and serves as the passageway between hell and earth. Legend says that one day a brave soul wielding a mighty sword will fight his way to the gates of hell and seal off the entrance forever. That day's this day, motherfucker. Let's get it on! Ravenless Town was once a beautiful and prosperous town where birds would sing and children would laugh. That is, until ungodly creatures overran the city and turned the laughter into screams and agony, the songs into lament. The inhabitants took shelter beneath the city inside a maze of dungeons used once for contraband. It is between these walls that your adventure begins. Armed with nothing more than a wooden sling, you head towards Ravenless Town in search of the gateway. Perhaps it lies in this underground stronghold. Right, proceed. You stumble upon a huge pile of bones. They look human. Goody. Shuffle. Okay, I don't know what that was. Thought it was cold and hard, like your aging heart. In this case, this is a classic sort of text-based adventure. Uh-oh, monster. Swipe? What am I don't really know what I'm trying to do here, but barely made it out alive. The vile creature won. Well, that's because I didn't read the rules, isn't it? Alright, rules. Connect the same coloured tiles to inflict damage. Okay, I am now armed with the most devastating weapon of all. Knowledge. I know how to kill this thing. I just have to figure it out. This is a crap board. Oh, this is a shit. I have a shuffle. Let's shuffle. Okay, that's not much better. Three. The problem is I'm taking damage. a faster rate than I'm dealing damage. That's never good. Yeah, you didn't like that, did you? Aha! Easier if you could just tilt the phone. Yeah! Eat that! Here's some afters. Do you want some afters? Do you want some? Do you want some of this? Do you want some? Ooh, some. Suits you, sir. Decomposing bodies are chained to the walls. Assassin's shiv. Very sharp, cold, bloody. Shiv. So that's my progression through the level. Ouch, this is a long way to go, huh? Slay 2 creatures! I slough him! I slough him! I slew him! You've never felt so tired, but you have to protect the realm. Shiv. The slight smell of rotting meat lingers in the air. Sorry, fellas. Uh-oh, this guy means business. Insecure bitter. Yeah. Not much to be insecure about, mate. I just done ruined your day. I tried it once. I don't know how to shuffle. I have a shit though. Stealth kill your way to fame. Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody. On the wall, the torch flickers with a small breeze. Oh, these things again. So this game is a little bit one-dimensional. The progression through the dungeon doesn't really seem to contain any actual story. It purports to contain a story, but it kind of doesn't. Sloch! I sloch him. Combat's kind of fun. It's not really a spectator sport. Yes, we'll have that one out, and then that one out, and then those two out, and then we'll shuffle. I can stand to take that bit. Schloch you! I visited 10 rooms. Your weapon is sharp, cold, and bloody. It's like my soul. Oh, this guy looks horrible. Tooth Fairy. Yeah, he means business. Okay. Eat that. Don't really. Okay, take that one out, take that one out. Oh! Tilt that for a little bit of Let's Be Avenue. Should have hit the blue there, shouldn't I? Stupid! Oh yeah, he's done kicked my ass here. He's done kicked my ass. Sounds of that. This goes stew like relaxed disco music. I barely made it out alive! The song keeps repeating in your head and won't go away. He's coming out, he's coming out, he's coming. Ugh. Look the hole in the wall. Ching, swing, 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 swing. I could take a hit there, but why should I? I could do that instead. I mean, this is kind of fun, you know. Schloch you! You stumble upon a huge pile of repeated text. It looks to be persistent. Not a shiv. So I'm making progress through the top bar of my board, but gosh, it's slow. You find a wishing well, but it has been drained. Not fun though. Oh, I slough you. I already found the wishing well. So this is it. This is the game. This is the game. It's just me sloghing these little beasties. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind that. Not massively a spectator sport though, and I really could do with a bit more story. You have an itch you cannot scratch in the middle of your back. It's vile, vile. Is there no end to this evil? Your moist clothing sticks to your skin in the most uncomfortable way. Okay. Swing, 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 swing. Gonna have you all the way there. That's pretty much going to take care of this little dude. We'll go here for some purple action, I think. Shloop! Battle bonus. Let the onslaught continue. You sense you are not alone as a growl echoes in the distance. More combat. Let's do some blue. Let's do some blue on blue. Ooh, let's do some red. Ain't got no red. There we go. You'll get some red. Yeah! An abrupt wind brings the smell of the cold, dead sea. Shuffle! You bravely adventure deeper underground. We're going deeper underground. Purple's looking quite fun. Yeah, boy. These things are easy, man. There's something hard. You stumble upon a huge pile of repeated text. Come on, don't waste my time with these little things, these little dudes. You ain't got but two things. Jack. Jack just left town. Easy. Decomposing bodies are chained to the walls. Uh-oh. It's one of these big fellas. Ooh, now then. Could I... Yes, I could. Couple of massive hits on the Tooth Fairy. Okay, swipers. Going down, pal. Yeah. Hey! On the wall, the torch flickers with a small breeze. Okay, I think I've kind of pretty much exhausted all the text. I don't seem to be nearly halfway through the game. Okay, this game is starting to get a bit repetitive. It's quite a lot of fun. Here's my review. This game's a bit repetitive. It's quite a lot of fun in the early stages. Progress seems to be very slow. The text is interesting in the way that it kind of paints a bit of flavour, a bit of colour for the world, but ultimately it would be nice if there was actually some progression and some story and you really felt as though you were doing something. I imagine by the time I get that red bar all the way to the end that'll happen, but that's a long way to go. So as the hair on my neck rises in the most unexpected way, I am going to bid you all farewell and say, happy hunting!